Happy Resurrection Day. Can y'all hear us well?
Can y'all hear us?
Hey, oh my gosh, we are so excited to be here with you guys tonight. Thank you for your time, taking this time away from your family just to be here with us tonight. Thank you for everyone watching the live, everyone that's watching the replay. For those of you that do not know me, I am Natasha Rivera. I am a lifestyle strategist, and I help women unapologetically redesign their lives, their health, and well-being through faith, freedom, and fitness. And y'all, tonight, baby, you have a treat. This is Miss Jackie Boyd, okay?
Hey y'all, hey.
This is Jackie B. This is Coach Jackie, okay? She is a dear friend of mine, a good sister friend, a amazing business friend, an accountability partner, just a wealth of knowledge. Jackie is the CEO and founder of Melanated Words, and she has an amazing podcast called the Melanated Words the podcast. She's a two-time author of Shattered Soul and what is it? Write Your
Peace Journal.
Yes,
Write Your Peace
Journal. So Jackie got it going on, y'all. What? She got it going on. What? My little Kim voice.
I love it.
So, y'all, with that being said, I'm going to pass the mic on over to sister because nobody can introduce you like you. So go on and take the mic, sis.
Girl, I don't know what else to say. You've already told it all. I'm Jackie Boyd, the CEO and founder of the Melanated Words, two-time author, correct. First book written in August 2022, and then I launched another one at the first of this year, January 1st, Write Your Peace Journal. And then I originally started with the podcast. I wanted to use it as a platform so people could be able to express themselves. We deal a lot with depression and anxiety and, a whole lot of different emotions. And I wanted to have a place where we can share ourselves and let go of your feelings and talk about it without any judgment. So it was a no judgment zone. The podcast became a book, and now the book became a journal, and then I did some coaching. So here we are.
Here you are. You're amazing, Jackie. Thank you for being here. Guys, we are using StreamYard. So if you would like us to address you by your name, you have to give StreamYard permission so that we can see it. Otherwise, we'll just reply to your comments, but we won't be able to address you by your name. Listen, come on now, Kai Rivera. He said the dynamic duo. We got some viewers. Hi, us. And who else we got on here talking to us? Yes, Venus Love, two-time
Venus Love. Thank you, Venus.
Listen, y'all, I love me some Jackie Boyd, okay? So before we get into it, tonight we're going to talk about mental positivity, y'all. We're getting up in your mental space, up in your business, your head business, right? I like to introduce how I met all of my guests that came on. And Jackie and I go back, Jackie, 2 years ago. We've never met in person, but you swear we've been friends since high school. We met in a coaching group. I was a new coach, and Jackie was a new coach, and I was looking to get visibility. And I posted in a group that we were both in, never communicated with each other before.
Never.
And I put in there that I was looking to be on someone's podcast as a guest. Jackie is the only one that reached out to me. She messaged me, and we set up a Zoom. I want to say it was like maybe the next night, the next day or two.
The next night.
Listen, y'all, we were on that Zoom for about 3 hours, crying, talking. Like, I was like, where did you do that at? But it was immediately. It was like an instant sister connection. And I just adore you, Jackie. And again, I appreciate you so much. You're just amazing. You're an amazing woman. You're an amazing friend. I thank you. What was your first?
That was your spirit. I mean, you came on with such spirit. You were smiling. You was like open, and you were so, you wasn't even trying to hide anything. You were just talking like we had known each other for years. I was like, okay, I kind of like her. We vibing. I like this little spicy girl. She said she's originally from Jersey. My little Southern Belle Tale just jumped on. I said, I like this girl.
And
might can do some things.
we had a good old time that night. And so, like I'm telling y'all, 3 hours, we were just supposed to talk about me coming on a Zoom. And we just like, I told you I was on there crying. We had like a little worship session. It was just amazing. And so,
and you told me about this amazing group that we end up being in, a coaching group, branding group. And it started off, we got to thank Shanta Prince. Yes. She also brought us together. So that's how we started talking. And Natasha kind of introduced me about a branding academy, the Branding Academy, the Expert Branding Academy by Shanta Prince. We ended up getting in this group and we were meeting. And next thing you know, we end up being one big family. And ever since, we've been connected.
Locked in.
And
locked in.
Yes.
Locked in.
Locked in. Yay.
So saying, hey, ladies, I believe this may be Tosh. Hey, sister.
Hey.
Guess who? Boom. Guess who stepped
in the business. Yes.
Shout out to her. Hey, girl, get in the business.
You know I was going to shout you out, Shanta. Thank you so much for joining us.
We are. You got two of your clients here.
You made us who we are. Yes, you did.
We are about to get into it, y'all. We are about to get into it. I'm just trying to address everyone. Venus, thank you, sweetheart. And Venus has a question for you, Jackie. Where can she get the second book? Jackie, you can drop all that stuff in toward the end, but go ahead and answer right now, honey.
Well, right now it's on Amazon, so you can go in and write your piece, Jackie Boyd, and it should pop up right away. Yes.
All right.
Or you can go to info@melanatedwords.com, and I'll make sure I get you your book.
Perfect. So, y'all, tonight we're talking about mental positivity. What is mental positivity, Natasha? What is that, Jackie B? It's really focusing on good, and no matter the situation. It's just having a positive mindset, having an attitude of gratitude, right? Too much thinking, and bad self-talk, and just woe is me, right? Yeah. It's just so much
positively free. Just be free, but be positive. Don't bottle these things in your mind. Anything that's negative or anything from the past. If you keep visiting the past, you'll never move past the past. So that's positivity. We're gonna make it happen. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it right.
Keep it going. Keep it we don't want to go back. Yeah, we ain't going back anymore. Forward.
Ain't going back. So, Jackie, with running businesses and working, because some of us still work while we're running our business or businesses. If you're a serial entrepreneur, like some of us, and momming and wifing and your grandparent and just all the things that we do on a regular. As people, like man and woman, but I'm just talking from a woman's standpoint because I'm female and we be doing all the things for all the people all the time.
Right.
So
exactly.
How do you keep that mental positivity doing it all?
Bite by bite, little bit at a time. And if I feel like the anxiety is building, or I feel the burn or the burnout like you always talk on, I kind of make goals, set bullets and say, check things off. Because when I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, I can say, oh Lord, I'm tired, but I'm mentally tired. I know I haven't did very much. So what I do is I have to have the 9 to 5 because the 9 to 5 also funds the 5 to 9, and that 5 to 9 is going to be the 24/7. So what I do
24/7.
So I have to pace myself and think about it. The end goal. The end goal is to have my own business and not have to work the 9 to 5 again. But until then, I do what I need to do and I pace myself. Right. I make, a list of things. And then once I finish the list, I put it down. Now that was hard at first because even now I still catch myself at night going back looking at things or got the phone in my hand and I have to remember, put the phone down. And I've started to put myself on a bedtime schedule because I could sit up all night and trying to work on other things of the business. I could wake up over in the night and I know that even my sister's guilty of it. She will not put that phone down at night. Then the next morning she's like, and I was up and I was thinking about it. And while I was up, I was looking at the phone and she will not rest. I have to tell her too, sis, you got to put that phone down. Yeah. She's always digging and going down the rabbit hole. And I'm like, come back. I want her to stop doing that too. I talked to her a lot about it.
Come on, sister, stop doing that. I like how you said, hey, Tosh, I'm excited to see you tonight too. Listen, I like when you say you take it bite by bite, because I've always said for years, like, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. And an elephant
Correct.
is huge. And that's how I
Huge.
look at the work that we do, like,
Mhm.
overall. Um,
Right.
there's only one of us, and we can't do all the things all the time. And guys, I have experienced burnout. When I tell you burnout is real, it took
It
me
is.
it took me 3 years to recover from burnout. Like, I was down in the muck. It was a really bad place. And
Mhm.
I just have to make sure, like Jackie was saying earlier, that, set goals, and, make a list, and, you have to prioritize your day and set your day with intention, and don't overextend yourself, and don't over schedule yourself, right? Because my mental capacity, when I reach it for the day, I have to say it out loud. I've reached my mental capacity for the day. And when I say that
Right.
at home, my family know, like, I am not doing nothing. I'm literally in shutdown mode. I go and shower. I start getting ready for bed. And even
Right.
going to sleep. So you talk about that bedtime, honey. When 40 hit, I'm in that bed by 7 o'clock, and lights might be
I
out.
don't know how many times have you called me? I said, "Girl, I'm in the bed." You like, me
And do
too. Yeah,
But
in the
but some
bed.
of those late nights that we're texting or whatever, that's those
Right.
nights where I'm like, the rabbit trail.
We're going down the rabbit hole. We got to get out of there. Come on, let it go.
Yes, girl, because that mental exhaustion is real. It's like you don't even be physically tired. It's just like mentally exhausted.
That's
So
because we
yeah,
don't know how to turn it off. We don't know how to
yeah,
turn it off. We have to kind of figure it out, kind of, figure out ways to kind of turn it down. One thing I started doing just recently, I thought I'd never do this consistently, and that's exercise. I
ah,
started going to the gym, and I was like, me going to the gym? I don't wait till I got 50 and say I'm gonna go in the gym and make it happen. But I knew I needed to go to the gym, do something to
yeah,
kind of rest at night. It helps me sleep.
mm-hmm,
So now I got my same sister I'm telling you about. We sit and we'll walk together, even though I'm in North Carolina, she's in South Carolina. We'll walk together at the same time. Okay, since she motivated me, I'm gonna get out and walk too. So we walk and we say when we're back, and then like I'm gonna take my shower. I'm about to take my shower too. But we figured out
yeah,
some ways, and actually I can never tell her to like sit down. So that's one way. I done told her myself that I've tricked her to kind of like, come on, calm down. So she wanna move.
That's our sisterly love, though. Somebody said they love the energy we're bringing. Thank you. I think it's you, Tosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, positive vibes only, Venus. We ain't got
That's
time for
right,
all
Venus.
that stuff. We don't got time for that over here. We too busy. We don't
So I
have
said,
time.
ain't that right?
We ain't got time for nothing negative. Kai said, "Ain't that right? Show is, son."
So, and it is
And is that part. Don't
that
overdo
part,
yourself. Yeah, no,
right?
we ain't doing that no more. Yeah. Oh, Shanta says she
Thank you,
loves the way you
Shanta.
and your sister walk together.
Oh yes, I
That is
love her
good.
walking with me. She works all the time. She also we have a relative that's sick, so she check on the relative every day, all the time. And I'm in North Carolina, so she's really the main point of contact. So
Mhm.
I try to tell her, prioritize your day
Yeah,
because she really takes care of the whole family. Like she look out for everybody. And I
right.
have to tell her don't overextend either, but she don't listen. We're trying to work
Yeah,
on it.
I'm telling you, like, it's really hard sometimes to not to, especially when you have so many things that are coming down the pike and you're the only
Right.
one that can handle it.
Right.
So that's why the list and prioritizing your day and setting your day with intention is really important. And like me, I'm type A personality. I love a list, and
Me too.
I take great pleasure in checking off the boxes on my list.
Old school write down. I even got a whiteboard. I haven't put it up yet, but I got a whiteboard that I intend to put up and start to write on too,
Yeah.
just so I can have a way to
Yep.
keep up with things and check them off.
Yeah.
Because that's also one way to feel productive, and that's a good way to make your mental good too. If you have something that you've achieved, or something that you have achieved, and you feel like, well, I've gotten that done, you
Yeah.
feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Once you do something, you can check it off, check the list off. It makes you feel good.
It really does. And guess what? If it's not on my list, I'm going to write it on the list just so I can check it off, because that's what I
Right.
do. Because meant to me right here, like, it works for me. Like,
And it's accountability. It
yeah,
keeps you accountable.
yes. So you said that you love to walk and you walk with your sister and like exercising and going to the gym and walking. And that's great. I love walking too. Like walking saved my life, guys. And you've been following me for any length of time. You
That's
will,
what started. I thought about walking when I started watching you too. Started back walking. That's what
yeah,
made me start.
I love walking. Like you could keep the gym because that's not my jam, but you give me some outside and some sun or some cool air, I am all for it. But that is my happy place, and that's how I keep mentally positive. Like this
Mm-hmm.
morning, I went and took it was a little over a 3 mile walk. Just a gratitude walk, and I like to call them my gratitude walks because that's a positive mindset when you're out
Mm-hmm.
there, and it just gives me time to just unwind and time to breathe and just get downloads and just to just be. And like I don't listen to music or podcasts. It's just me and listen to my feet hit the
Right.
pavement. And it's just something about so amazing about being out there, you know, in the elements. And I
Nature.
just
It may
yeah,
be just nature and the natural light. Cause I'm a fool with springtime. If I hear a bird chirping, I say, "Oh boy, it's
yes,
time! It's
yes.
time now." So that changed everything for me. Like it's ready. I'm ready. It's go mode.
Go mode. So, Jackie, so I like that you just said that because I want to touch on that for a second
Okay.
because spring is coming and the warmer months are coming, seasons rather, and spring, summer, and we're just
Mhm.
leaving out our winter. And we talked about this, the winter blues and things like that, and people having winter blues, and because when it's cold out, we're not getting vitamin D. Like that's like we're not out
Right.
there, we're not boosted like we normally are during the warmer months. So what would you suggest someone just coming off of winter or maybe for like next season? Could you give them some advice or how to conquer those winter blues and transition into the warmer months so that they can, boost up their serotonin and all the things?
Well, one thing I would suggest, even though if it's winter, spring, summer, fall, the sun comes out sometimes, so you can still go out. If it's just a quick walk, a brisk walk, maybe 5 minutes. Especially if you have pets, you're getting out there. You can just stay a little longer. Sometimes I am going to be transparent as heck. I hate the wintertime. I hate cold weather. I hate cold weather. I hate cold weather. I'm one of those ones that I absolutely have to be on my supplements because I'm low in vitamin D, and I know that it's because I don't get into the sun. I don't have it I'm not out there. So I take my supplements. I make sure that I take the right vitamins because I can't just sit in the house and not have it. So I don't do the wintertime. I don't go
Yeah,
outside. I hate cold weather. So I
yeah,
just figured out that the supplements work for me.
yeah.
That's what works.
Yeah, got to supplement.
Thank you, Miss
Um,
Nadia.
Lashandra says she loves your energy,
Thank
Jackie. Thank you for
you.
being here, Lashandra. I love that. And you do have to supplement. Well, I'm not going to tell people what they have to do, but I'm just saying what I do. I'm like you. I supplement because the body depletes minerals and nutrients
Hmm.
and all things. That's a talk for another day. But if y'all follow me,
Right.
just go on my page. I talk about it all often.
We're country girls. We're country girls. So you know what vegetables to eat as well. Fruits and vegetables, you know which ones to eat and which ones have the high, where you can get your vitamins
Yeah.
from. Natasha, you and I were just talking about planting. My sister has the green thumb. I don't have the green thumb like she got it, but we was just talking about we need to get some plants and maybe we'll get started. You said, well, I'm not starting originally, but I go ahead and have my
Right.
plants ready and we can babysit plants. Well, you can come up
Yeah.
with the fruit and vegetables, and you can find your nutrients in that as
Yep.
well.
Yep, all my little babies are sitting on the table. I keep buying them. They're just sitting on my kitchen table, just waiting to go outside. But I'm gonna tell you something. That is self-care. And I
Hmm.
love gardening and I love my household plants. Like to me, that's
Right,
self-care. And that
and it's
also
good for the mental.
mental positivity. It keeps me
It
because
is
I am caring for something that is alive. They are
right.
living things, right? Something else to take care of. But listen, y'all. I'll be out here talking to my plants. I wipe them down, and then when they get a new shoot or a little baby, and I'm like, "Oh, you got a baby." But to me, this is, I'm just grateful for everything, and I'm just grateful for life and the life that's around me. And I don't want to be around anything or anyone that's a drag or that bring me down. I can't
Right.
be around Debbie Downers. I can't be around people that are always complaining. I cannot be around
I've
people.
had those storms. That's
I
over with.
cannot,
We did.
I cannot I stay away from people like that because I stay away from the news. I stay away from. I don't read the newspaper. I
I
don't care
rarely watch
about current
TV.
events.
I rarely even watch TV. That's something I hardly. I can sit in the house all day and not watch TV because I
Same.
read all the time, or I'm
Yep.
trying to create a list, trying to get something else done. So I rarely even watch TV. So a lot of times I hear things it's late, or it got to be the top news before I know.
Yeah.
Everybody got to be already talking about it.
Yeah.
For me to sit and watch TV and hear all that stuff, I don't know anything about it till I hear
Listen,
other people talking about it.
if I need to watch a cartoon after I watch it, I am not watching it because if I need to watch a cartoon, that means that
You got that
needs to
just
be built
enough,
back up, and I ain't got
which
time for that.
defeats the purpose. Yeah, I don't ain't nobody doing all of that. No.
I don't like,
Uh-uh.
but what I'm saying is all this it pulls on your mental. And so to stay in a
Uh-huh.
positive mental space, you have to be cognizant of the things you allow into your space, the people
Right,
that you allow
right.
into your life, the conversations that you have, the things that you watch online, things that you watch on TV, all of it affects your mental because like Jackie said, who you hang around with, if you hang around them long enough, you hang around 9 people that's negative, you're gonna be the 10th person.
You might as well know that. And then another thing, even when you're in a bad space, when I'm in a bad space, I kind of remove myself because I don't want to project that on other people. Last night, I was kind of like in a different space last night. I said, well, let me go ahead and get some rest. Maybe I just need to get some rest. That's what it is because I was going so much yesterday that I got tired. So I pulled back, and the girls, my daughters, wanted to go somewhere. I was like, y'all go ahead because they had took me out to brunch and everything. We had a great time. And I just got tired. I said, well, let me go get some rest because I don't want to be, all boring and down on them. And they looking like, we all upbeat. Mama sitting over here looking like, yeah, I mean, you need to stay home. So they ain't have to tell me that. I already knew. I'm tired. I don't want to do that. So not only do I want to be around bad energy, I don't want to take anyone around bad energy either.
I
And I
love
gotta
that.
say, my family, we kind of, if we're down, we always try to make sure we come together and rally together to get everybody up. We're not gonna be there forever. Like, what's going on? Talk to me.
Right.
So we do pretty well with that. The
I love
little group
that.
that we have. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I love that you don't take that around people because energy and moods are contagious.
it
And
is.
I do the same thing. Like I'll withdraw so that I'm not like, snapping on people or like projecting
Right.
that onto people too. Like I'll just get quiet and then because I'm so outgoing and people are like, wait a
They
minute,
can notice it.
person.
Yeah.
They notice when I'm like retreating a little bit, but only my real friends, like really, really
And,
bad.
and they were and that shifts the mood in the room, and everybody's looking like, oh, and it makes it awkward.
It's
So
not
instead
it's
of
not
making it
cool.
awkward,
It's
yeah,
not
that ain't,
cool.
don't nobody want you to be doing that. You bring
No.
that kind of.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, I was looking out the window, just sitting there looking out the window, like, what's going on with you? You've been talking all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get back, let me snap back out of it. But I zoned off, just looking and daydreaming.
Yeah.
And they was like, what's wrong with you? Oh, no, I'm just out the window. I'm back.
So I like you just said that because what it was it that made you snap back? Like because when someone's in a space like that, whether it's a positive or negative space, because we can just have moments and we can just need that snap back. How do you do that?
Well, if I'm already looking and I noticed that we were in a good space. What it was, I was thinking about my mom for a quick second. This is the first Easter without my mother since she passed. And I kind of was thinking, reflecting on some things, trying to, keep it together. But then, it wasn't a reason to just go all the way off sad. It's just, we had some good times and I just went off for a quick second, but I was back because we already been having a good time. We had talked about going to the gravesite. So I just, I wanted to go, but then when I got there, I was like, But I sucked it up, and that's part I talk about in the journal, grief. So I learned to, channel my energy in a different way and follow some of the steps that I actually put in the journal. No need writing a journal and don't follow my own, advice. So what I did is I snapped back and thought about what I wrote.
I like that. So journaling is a way that you maintain your mental positivity.
Yes,
I love that. I love
definitely.
that. I love
I
that.
always used to write stuff down, write stuff on a calendar. It'd be a whole book for one day. Like I didn't have to write all that.
Yeah.
Like I would really write. I used to do that all the time, write stuff down. And I found that my youngest daughter, used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Right. All her feelings. And then eventually she started to sing and making it to songs. And I was like, okay. Heard her talking and singing in the shower. I was like, is that a Leah girl trying to Leah? She said, no, mama, that was me. You? Okay. Let me hear some more. And then she started to write. Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love that. And self-care and journaling. So to me, self-care is a major factor in maintaining a positive mindset and you keeping your mental straight. Because y'all, life be lifing. I know y'all know. And if life has not lifed on you yet, eventually it will.
Right.
Listen. Life has lifed over here multiple times, but it's that spirit that you have that I have, that I don't have a spirit of a quitter, and I can't. And so it's just like, okay, I'm here in this space right now. And this is how I talk to myself to snap out of it. So I asked Jackie that earlier. I literally have to talk to myself but I do allow myself to feel my emotions. I do not deny myself that, because there was times, before all my therapy, that I would just suppress. And that is unhealthy. And so getting all of this stuff out, all the trash out through therapy, right? I've learned that it was okay. I had to give myself permission to feel my emotions and to sit with it.
And be okay with that. Be okay with letting your emotions out, being transparent. If nobody but for yourself, there's no need in putting a front on for yourself. So you might as well go ahead and free in your own emotion, live in your own space. Even if you have to walk off and do it and do your own thing, at least you feel better. Sitting there suppressing, and then when it explodes, you don't know how it could explode. It could be a stroke, a heart attack, aneurysm, or you could even get mad with someone else and they don't even know why you mad. How you pop off already?
Just a ticking bomb.
Right. You get these pimples in your face and you're like, darn, that bump's in there. Girl, why don't you go and detox them emotions? You will be all right.
Detox them emotions. You better put that on something.
Girl, here comes the t-shirt and the cap. Be ready. Coming near you. You know, it's gonna take
emotions. You better go on and do it. You heard it here first.
Right. So don't steal it. It's already trademarked. You do not own the rights to that.
This is proof. No, I like that. Yeah, I really did have to give myself permission. Growing up, we had to sweep everything under the rug. We didn't talk about anything. You always have to be the strong one. And that really can mess with your mental, especially when you're on a healing journey like I've been on the last 4 years. And so I really do stay I feel it, but then my snap out of it is like, all right, it's been 2 days, right? Because I don't want to go to the sunken place, because we have to be very careful, because those dark places are waiting. And so I had to all right, you've been here long enough, get up, go for a walk, go do something. And I'm telling you, every single time I walk, or I'll go in my backyard and just, depending on the weather, mess around in my garden or my yard, and walk around my yard barefoot, just grounding. Those types of things just get me back.
Feeling the earth. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And just sitting in solitude. And some people have a problem with solitude. Solitude is not a bad thing.
Being alone is never a bad thing. Just sit in it and think about it. Being alone is never a bad thing. Now, I used to be bad about a lot of people. And I also read this somewhere on one of the social media platforms, that having a lot of friends doesn't make you friendly. It makes you careless.
Ooh.
I was like,
oh yeah,
you might be right. Having a lot of friends does not make you friendly. It makes you careless. I said, well, then think about it. And I used to be one of the ones that have so many people, just what I thought were friends, friends. Like I always have a big crowd around me. I'm okay now. I don't have to have them, but they're around. I know who is in what place. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that.
I have quite a few acquaintances.
Right.
I'm telling you, on one hand, friends. Because I don't put everybody in that category. I don't put everybody in the friend category because I have. That's a conversation for another day.
Offline.
We're gonna get into that.
Talk about it.
We're gonna bring myself back to this right here. So, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, like that self-care,
Mhm.
that really is vital. That is vital to your mental space and just dealing with you, like
Mhm.
dealing with yourself and all the things that you have going on, if it's work, if it's a toxic work environment, or or relationship, or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
You have to find your peace.
Right.
You have to
Right.
find your peace in these situations, and so you have to find things that work so that you can wind down. Like, say for instance, today,
Mhm.
it's tax season, y'all, like, and that's so ghetto to me. Like, I have to do my taxes, and like that has really been a mental drain. It's been a
I
drain.
keep putting it back. Now that's where I speak on procrastination. I'm procrastinating. Now that's gonna be a myth.
Right.
And we in April tomorrow. Hell, still going
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
a couple
Tomorrow.
hours.
But it's gonna get done. But the thing with me, Jackie, is like I work well under pressure, but it doesn't mean that I should.
Right.
And when I
It
know that I
right.
am down to the wire, I get a lot of stuff done. But why do I have to take myself there? Like, I've just always been like that. But this is like the
Some
only time
people
of
be
year
very
when
productive. Some people are very productive when they work under the
I am.
fire like that at last minute. I'm
Yeah.
like that at night when the house is quiet or when nothing, everybody else is asleep. The dog has stopped barking and I ain't got to worry about the dog. And
Yeah.
I work well late at night. But then
Mhm.
I had to realize, wait a minute, you passed that bedtime again. So what you gonna do? You got
Yeah.
to figure this out. You can't be up late talking
Yeah.
about you trying to take care of yourself, but then want to be productive at night. You got to figure out how to channel these ideas in the daytime
Yeah.
during your hours that you supposed to be up.
You're right. You're right. So today, Jackie, I had to like I cooked, the baby came over, she did some eggs in the yard, and um when I say baby guys, I mean my granddaughter.
Yeah,
And I cooked dinner, and that was out the way. And I was like, you know what? I want to go and take a bath. I just went and took a
that's
soak, and I
relaxed.
had the lights
Uh-huh.
on. I had my my instrumental worship music on, and I just sat in
That in it.
darkness, and
Yeah.
just was reflecting and just bringing myself down. And so and now here I am, vibrant for you guys, but I knew that I needed a little extra today. And
A
so
little
it's
boost.
really
Yeah.
self-awareness. It's self-awareness and really knowing yourself and loving yourself enough to know, like, hey, I need a little more self-care. Even if you self-care well, because I feel like I do, you can always go a little extra. And I need a little extra today. And that soak did me good. Like, it really did, like, give me a little charge. Like I said, I walked this morning and I had good family time, but that was
Right.
for everyone. But that was for me. So
For
you have to
you.
have that harmony, right?
Mhm.
Them, you, everything else, all the things you do,
Find
and
that
you.
balance.
Like,
Yeah.
to me, I am the most important person in my life.
And that's what you're supposed to think.
I
Because
am.
how else are you going to ever be important to anybody else? You're supposed to think that.
Right.
Mine today, like I said, I went away, but once I got around the family and we started laughing, I'm back.
Mhm.
I'm ready. Let's do this thing. I'm ready to jump on and do this thing tonight. But for a quick second, I went away, just drifted off, looking out the window, and then I come back. All I had to do was get around the family. They laughing, cracking jokes on one another. And I'm like, this is good. This is good. And this is another thing I didn't want to be sitting alone today,
Yeah.
simply for that reason. It was
Yeah.
Easter. I wanted to be around the family because it was the first Easter without mom. I want to make sure that I was in a good place. I did not want to think of bad times because I knew she wouldn't want me to be sitting there sad. So I said, let me go get around the family and make, I know they're going to make me laugh. And they
Yeah.
did, along with some good food.
I want some of that foods. I know y'all cook
Girl,
good.
the food.
You outside with a tank top on. I'm jealous about that. Okay.
It was 80, what, 81 degrees today?
I am all kinds of jealous. Okay. um, you say you are with the family and you guys are like it's just amazing time when you come together and you're like a booster.
Right.
But what would you say to someone that does not have that? Like your family does it for you. Everyone does not have. And that's why, I say you have to find a thing that works for you because everyone may not have that family unit or
Right.
friends, that they can pull on when they need a little jump, a little jump, right? What would you say to people like that?
Well, we just discussed it. You can go back and you always find happiness within yourself. It's within. So you find that happiness within yourself because you may not always have everybody. I don't, if I'm at home sometimes by myself and everybody's either at work or doing their own thing, I can't just call and say, yo, I'm having a bad day. Can you help get me? You got to figure out within yourself what makes you happy. If
Right.
it's a task, if it's a hobby, if it's whatever hobby it is, you can find time to do it for yourself, but to do it continuously.
Yeah.
I know that this will be something that fuels me. It
Yeah.
don't take me to a bad place. What will bring me out of this? Because if I'm sitting at home and it's on a rainy day and I start to think about mom, I can't always call my sister or call my kids or call anybody. So what I will do is I'll sit and I think about the good times, or I'll journal, or I'll create something that I like that makes me happy. I also
Hmm.
love to read. I love to educate myself. I love learning something new all the time. So
Hmm.
I find out what are my hobbies, what are the things that make me happy, take me to a happy place. Those are the things that take me to a happy place. Used to be food. Well, it was cupcakes, but I'm trying to do better with the cupcakes. Girl, the public cupcakes have me in a
You still
chokehold.
making them lemon cupcakes, just 6 of them, huh? Just
Girl,
six of
six,
them.
six. I don't need but six, and I'm gonna eat all of them in one set. And I used to kill it.
That is so funny. So I like that. So just find you're happy. You have to know what
Right.
what what brings you happiness, and that goes back to really loving yourself and knowing yourself and knowing what you like and what you don't like.
And
Um,
ask yourself that. What makes
yeah,
me happy? I mean, I'm
yeah,
sitting here. I gotta think what makes me happy. So just ask yourself. And
yeah,
then if you can answer your question, some people probably can't, but you just think of what hobby I love to do, what task I love to do, what is the thing that makes me where I'm comfortable with.
yeah.
Some people love competition. So if they do something like some type of competition, well, it's even playing solitaire with others online.
Mhm.
That's I mean space or some kind of game online, not just solitaire. Solitaire you can play by yourself, but it's
I like
still something.
solitaire.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it takes even the puzzles, find a word,
I like
things like
those
that.
too.
Yeah. Or
Hmm.
doing a puzzle,
I
a
have those
jigsaw
here
puzzle.
too. And
Now,
jacks. I will sit on my dining room, on my kitchen floor,
girl, you
and
done took
play
it
some
back.
jacks. Listen, because it go right. Play with me if you want to. I'll still sure be sitting out there. Listen, playing my jacks, scooping them up.
Scoop, bouncing my ball and scoop.
Right. Someone is talking to us. They said, love yourself is vital and enjoy time with yourself. Also, family can be covenant and not blood. If you find a tribe, love them hard. That's right. That must be
That's
Tosh.
true. That is
Yes.
definitely true.
Find your tribe and love them hard. And if when you
Mhm.
do find that means love them hard. Like,
Yes.
and I say that I'm a firm
Hard
believer
to
in that.
find, but when you find them, you love them. You love on them.
Don't
Yes.
fumble them. Don't fumble them. Don't fumble them at all. But I like that too. Like we can do like mindfulness and do a check in. Like I like to do like a check in with myself.
Mhm.
Like, all right, girl, do my little rundown.
Right.
But you have to do all right. How I feel today, and that's what I was saying earlier about that. My mental capacity. When I reach that, that's because I've already checked in with myself, and I know I can't do anymore.
Right.
I'm done. Done.
And that's
And-
it. You go ahead and wind down. If you know
Yep.
you're done with it, don't go somewhere else and try to talk to someone else because you already know you're dying. Your fuse is running low. You're running out of power.
You can't even use your phone all day without plugging it up at least once to recharge to charge it up. So why do we
Right.
think that we can go? We can't. We don't have battery packs in our back. And
Right.
then next thing you know, in a vicious cycle, and we're burning out. So some tips because we're gonna start taking some questions if you guys have some. But I just want to like a rundown because we said a lot and this was really
Mhm.
good chat. So like mindfulness, gratitude, journaling,
Accountability.
yes,
Um,
feel your
solitude.
emotions, yes, solitude,
Hmm.
walking, exercising of some sort, whatever your jam is. Take a class, or you might like the gym, you might like riding your bike, you might like skating, you might like whatever your thing is. Find your thing and do that, right? Checking in with yourself. Know when you've reached your mental capacity and create healthy habits. I tell you, those habits that play a factor of a lot of things.
It
So
does.
when you have healthy habits, you have a
Yeah,
healthy
yeah.
life, healthy lifestyle. Somebody talking, yeah, Kai. He said we
Yeah,
great nuggets. Thanks for
yeah,
sharing. Thank you, Tosh. Love you.
absolutely. Thank you.
So do you guys have any what were some more? And if you guys want the journal, please go get Jackie's journal, her Shattered Soul book, guys. Just get
All on Amazon. Yes.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
The other thing is that poor self-talk that has to go away. So there's something that I do, like I redirect myself. I've been doing this for years, so it's really like it's when I know I do it, it can be something as simple as I want to do, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll change my word and I'll go back like I'm going to.
Right, right.
And when you speak it, now you have authority. And so now that thing can come to pass versus saying, "Oh, I want to," because that's like, okay, it's just another item on the list. But when you say I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to,
I'm going to.
it
You
shifts
got to
your
speak it.
mindset to I got to get this. I'm gonna do this, right? Jackie, you
Right,
know you a
right.
go-getter. You're a go-getter.
We,
We
Natasha, because
are.
we call each
We
other.
are.
Let me pitch this. Let me pitch that, because we always pitching each other
We are.
ideas off of each other all the time.
Yeah. So stop that poor self-talk because that puts
Right.
you in a negative mindset, and a poor
Always.
mindset. Like you guys got to stop that. Now, woe is me. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, like we can't like and living in the past does not help with being mentally positive.
You'll never move out of the past if you're always there, stuck in that era, just talking about it all the time, especially if it was a dark time for you. You don't want to always, it's all right to talk about it and move on, but to sit in and keep talking about it over and over and over, and that's your storyline every time oh my gosh,
It's
you're gonna make me
exhausting.
sad again. Yeah,
Listen,
I hear it, but guys, I gotta hear it again. I know it already.
I stay away from exhausting people. People that are like they're on the repeat. I don't even.
Right.
You know what I stopped doing too for my mental capacity?
What's that?
A lot of people, certain people, I won't even ask how they're doing.
I was just gonna say that some people you can't ask how they do it because you know where it's gonna go.
They're about to vomit all over you, and it's like I just wanted to hear something positive, but they go all the way left
10
field.
minutes later,
Nope.
you still talk about it, and don't let them be heard. Oh my God, you still heard 15 minutes later.
Girl, I
Well,
just
baby,
can't.
you don't have a good day at all today.
Yeah. Come out of 1988. Come up to 2024. Like, yes, I'm not taking the fact that all of that back there happened to you, right? A lot of
Right.
things happened to me back there, right? But come
But
on
what
up
did you do
here
about it since
and
then? What
shift.
have you done? Have you did anything? Any kind of mind shift? Any
Right.
kind?
Right. So it really is your mind and it will play tricks on you. But people are like just things, people, places, and things, all the nouns that exhaust you or exhaust me. I'm just speaking for myself. I stay away from it,
Right.
all of it. Yes, speak as if it is. That's right. Speak those things that aren't as if they
This
were.
is true.
It is written. It is so written. Also, it's vital to stay
It's
connected
vital.
to God. Is something we can only get through with God. Yes, only. I
True.
know that I would not be sitting here today had it not been for God. And
Right.
I know that with every fiber of my being because He really kept me even through some dark times. Somebody clapping it up.
She was.
Yes, because He kept me. He kept me. And there were times where I could have easily, but He kept me and He loved me so much. And I'm just
Mhm.
so grateful for it all. So you guys want to
I'm
take
gonna
a quick.
move to the side. I'm watching you. I'm just plugging up my
Oh
phone.
no, it's fine. If you have,
I
see,
mean,
you got to charge it in. You see what I'm saying?
right, got it
Because
started.
if not, you're gonna lose connection.
Right, right.
This is mental positive. You got to tap in. Like, oh, a little low now. Let's get some juice. Let's juice up, right? Cool. So, you guys,
Okay.
you have any questions for Jackie or myself? Go ahead and drop them in the comments, and we'll read them. This was such a good talk, Jackie. Do you have anything to tips or anything that you like to leave with the people?
Well, like I said earlier, one thing, and I'm sorry, y'all, moving around because my battery
okay.
low. I need better to do some away from home. But one thing I would say, if this helps you, I love journaling. That way you get to talk and nobody has to judge you. It's just you talking to yourself. It's a way to write it down, or you can even record your thoughts. If you want to talk through yourself, I hate the way I sound. Southern Belle sound like the clothespin on my nose, and I don't realize it till I go back and listen to myself talk. But I also love to write. And if you have a person that's kind of accountable, or someone that's really interested or wants to listen, if you don't do therapy, then that person that's always your right hand person, talk to them.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. You can always have someone to be there as a good listener and just to share, bounce ideas off, and just ask them for opinions. And anytime that you feel like you want to make emotional decisions, take the time to write it out and wait. Don't do it right away. Wait like the next day, because you can go to sleep on it, and your mindset is totally different. You can go left, or just like it could go left if you do things out of emotion.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do things out of emotion. You want to take the time to think about it first, decompress, come back the next day and just say, well, I don't see things the same. And maybe it wasn't that bad. Let me take a different approach.
Yeah. Just that pull away for a little bit. Like that's that self-checking in. That's that self-check-in.
Take the time.
Pull yourself out before you do or say something that you regret, because once you release the words, you can't take them back. And once you do the action, you can't take that back either. And now you've already potentially hurt someone's feelings that you didn't intend to, or offended someone that you didn't intend to, because everyone's on a different journey, on a different path. We're all different, right? So things that may hurt my feelings may not hurt Jackie's, and things that may hurt her feelings may not hurt my, so it is what it is. But I like how you said journal, and I've never thought about it this way, recording it. Like I feel like I'm the queen of voice notes. I love voice, like I low key love voice notes. I never thought about voice recording them, because I'm not like, I rather type, but I'm not like the journaling person. Like I have notebooks and stuff here with stuff. Like I have journal, but it's not my jam. But I like the recording part. So that's a really good tip.
If you want to get it out right away and you don't write fast enough and your mind is just racing, especially if you're upset, record it and come back to it. Sometimes it may not even be that bad. But if you record yourself and come back and listen, like, are you wilding out for nothing?
For nothing.
Yeah, you just throwing out. That wasn't necessary.
I like that. I like that tip, and I'm going to use that. Like, so see, like you can always learn something from someone. And so Tosh said she didn't have any questions, just a comment. Thanks for giving your time and sharing your wisdom. And you are so welcome. You're so welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here. Venus says the gym will do it every time. Yeah, girl, go on and get that direction now. Into that, yeah. So I love this, Jackie. Some great tips. And if you guys have any questions, comments, please drop them in there. If not, we're going to go on and get out of your hair. But if you like to stay connected to Jackie, go ahead and follow her on Facebook, The Melanated Words. Her podcast on Spotify is amazing too. The Melanated Words, the podcast.
Yes.
She's amazing. So guys, please follow her, because she just be dropping gems, and she's just such a breath of fresh air. And I love reading her content and just watching her just grow. Like, I just love you, Jackie.
So you guys, took years of growth, because I was nowhere near this. A couple years ago, I was like, I would have never thought this would have happened. It's just all because I wanted to write my feelings and write down some emotions. And they just took off from there.
And it turned into
then COVID, sitting in 2020 where nobody was moving anywhere and the world was sitting still. That was my long nights that I talk about at night, where it's quiet. Where COVID was my quiet night. And I just started, I took off moving. That's what made me start doing things. Like, you become productive.
Oh, thank you,
Venus. Yeah, thank you, Venus.
And Kai is saying, yeah, go ahead and do that. What are you talking about? Voice note in my journaling? I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna take that to. I'm gonna do it because that will help me so much. Because sometimes you just have your vent section. I'm gonna tell you something that I do. I will like. I'm really about to say this out loud.
Let me brace myself.
I'm really about to say this out loud. Like,
here it goes. Let me hear what you got. Go ahead.
I scream.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Like I will scream like when it's a lot because and no one in my family would know that I do this because they're not here when I do it, or if I'm in my car, I'll just let it out. But I like let it go, release it, and I'm like, all right, we cool, let's
go. They have a place in Charlotte where you bottle smash. You throw bottles. They have the axe throwing.
Yep,
they have that as well. So, yeah, so those are things that you could do as well. You don't always have to listen to the old school way that I was talking about. They have other options to other outlets that are safe. And that you don't have to, have repercussions afterwards. You ain't got to worry about going to jail. You got to worry about.
We don't need none of that.
When folks coming in,
listen,
get yourself together.
I want to enjoy the fruit of my labor, the good fruit of the good labor. I don't got time for all that rah-rah.
You got to have everybody gather money together to come
right. No, we ain't got time for all of that. But thank you again, Jackie, for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time with your family. Thank you guys that joined us live tonight. And thank you to everyone that will watch the replay. And I hope you had an amazing Resurrection Day.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So, Jackie, we'll have to get together and do something again soon because this was amazing, like it always is.
It is always.
You want Melanated Words, the podcast next time?
Yeah. We're working on some things.
All right, that sounds good. So thank you guys for rocking with us tonight. We're gonna get out your hair, and if you have questions that you didn't, or comments that you didn't want to share publicly, please feel free to find me and message Jackie, and we'll be more than happy.
And Natasha, I'm also on TikTok as Melanated Words and Instagram melanated_words.
Okay, you guys got that? If not, rewind it to 5310. Run it back to 5310 and go ahead and get all the Jackie handles because y'all want to stay connected to Jackie Boy because she be doing the dang on thing. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a great week. Jackie, get those taxes done later. Later.